Hello, everyone, and welcome to a bright, sunny, and warm Wintercrest Field on a late June evening for CTN's coverage of Metro Mini Baseball as the Coon Rapids Redbirds host the Excelsior Islanders. And Howie and I sitting in rapt attention for our first baseball game in too long.
We certainly have missed this. Definitely, and you know, now with social distancing, you being in right field, me being in left field, it's we'll have to see how this whole thing plays out. But it's exciting. It's nice to get back to doing some baseball, and beautiful night to this evening, and this should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, there were some concerns early in the week about how the weather might play out here on a Friday evening, but it cleared up nicely. We had weather up, heat up into the low 90s, but the sun slowly disappearing out beyond the right field foul area. 88 degrees still with a 12-mile-per-hour wind blowing out just like everybody likes it. And Howie, a great matchup for the Redbirds, their third game. They're 1-1. On the other side, the Islanders' first game in team history.
Yeah, it's very exciting. You know, I had an opportunity to talk to head coach Rick Burno, and as you see the batting order there, Joe, and he said this is going to be very exciting. There were teams in the area. Somebody had talked about the idea of starting another team. They got this team together, and it is indeed their very first game in the Excelsior Islander history. So this we're part of history being made this evening.
Matthew Hansberry, the center fielder, ready to step in to get the team's first at bat. Blake Burno behind him. Jason Rupp, the right fielder, is hitting third. The DH, Carson Funk, behind him. Justin Kloster, Jake Barton, PJ Barrett, Grant Burno, and Nathan Steckman round out the order. And on the flip side for the Cardinals, or the Redbirds, rather.
You see Justin Langer on the mound for the Redbirds.
You know, one thing we didn't think about. Your fielding
only
chart
one
is
thing?
way over there.
I know, actually. So, you just sneak over. Nobody's going to say anything. I certainly won't. I'll have to, you know what I'll have to do in the future is just photocopy them and make a set for you as well, because
it'd be awfully
that's what
kind.
I do. That's what I do.
Require that type of
in the future, that's what will happen.
Hansberry digging in, ready to see Langer, and Langer ready to give the first pitch of the evening. It's high, ball one.
You know, this we had talking to assistant coach Don Bright before the game. This is going to be a good club. He's really excited about the makeup of this club. He's got a lot of different guys, a lot of guys we're familiar with that we've seen over our broadcasting career, but also some guys that he's been able to mix in, some college guys. It's pretty exciting.
Fastball misses outside. It's quickly 3-0 to Hansberry. A big pitch for Langer coming up, trying not to walk the first man on 4 pitches.
Yeah, and this is the first game for Justin Langer of the season. Opportunity to see what kind of stuff he has.
Comes back with a pair of strikes, and we're at full count, 3-2. Fouled off to the right.
Oh, nice job.
Stay at 3-2.
Sorry, Joe. Nice job of Langer getting back from down 3-0 to get an opportunity to see if he can get Hansberry out at the plate.
Stayed with that fastball on the outside edge. Hansberry a little behind, fouled it off past his own dugout. Another full count pitch. It's called third strike at the knees. And Hansberry slowly walks back to the dugout.
Yeah, that pitch, again, way down in the zone, and maybe we'll get a chance to take another look at it. Beautiful graphics, by the way. Nice job there. Called strikeout for Hansberry to start this game.
Second baseman Blake Burno looks at a pitch just high, 1-0.
Blake, one of the 2 sons that plays for their father, Rick Burno, is coaching over at third.
Off-speed pitch falls in, evens the count, 1-1. Fastball in, and Langer able to get ahead in the count, 1-2. High and outside, skips away from Reeves, and it's a 2-2 count.
Yeah, and these guys, they have to be so amped tonight just to be able to get out and play some baseball. I mean, such a beautiful night, obviously, but with all that's going on in this world and certainly in this country, to be able to get out and play some ball, it takes your mind off a lot of other things in the world.
Pitch low, another full count for Langer. Inside, ball 4. Strikeout followed by a walk. Langer putting up a fair number of pitches in his first 2 batters.
So Blake Burno becomes the first base runner in the history of the squad.
That is an outfield, a field that would have been nice. This one grounded to Sather at third to short. That is 5-4-3 double play, and the inning is over on the first pitch to right fielder John Rupp.
Yeah, great job. Great play at third by Zach Sather. He's able to pick up that ground ball and start that double play.
That was last year's Cardinal lineup.
That was. It was deja vu.
We'll be back. Redbirds at the plate after this on CTN. Winston, nice hands. Drives and scores. Picked him off beautifully done. Back at the ballpark. Half an inning. Langer able to get out of it quickly after going deep in the count and a strikeout and a walk. And then the first pitch to John Rupp gets a ground out double play.
Well, certainly a nice way to get out of that inning.
Nick Hayes, the pitcher for the Islanders, getting the first call in their inaugural season.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And, talking to Rick Burno, the manager, he said that, the guys are really excited, the fact that they're part of a new team. And, they go down as the very first edition of this Excelsior Islander team, hoping to be very successful in the years coming. There's assistant head coach Don Bright. We talked about him earlier. Of course, huge part of Coon Rapids baseball history. That man knows more about, has forgotten more about baseball than I know, yeah.
Took you a while, you almost got it out right. Remember, it's been a long time.
It has been a long time.
Since we've spoken with people actually listening. There's a look at the batting order for the Redbirds. Avery Lehman will lead things off, followed by Dan Skog. Thomas Kinsella is hitting third. Zach Sather in the cleanup spot. Jake Paulson, the left fielder, will hit 5. Kyle Schoenbrick is hitting sixth. Aaron Lindstrom, Brandon Wozniak, and Justin Reeves round out the order for Coach Jeff Lindstrom.
Yeah, this is Lehman's first game here as the Redbirds this season.
Hayes able to come back with a strike at the knees, even the count 1-1.
They had a game against the Minnetonka Millers, of course, very successful team over the years, and won handily on Tuesday night, 15-2. They had a 12-run fourth inning, 8 hits, 5 walks.
According to Don Bright, the first time they've been 10-runned in 31 years. This one foul and will get out of play. Although good effort shown by Grant Burno at first.
So Rach is at second and Grant is at first.
Yeah, baseball fans obviously chomping at the bit by this point.
Oh, for sure.
Down and away, full count to the leadoff man, Avery Lehman. Outside, ball 4. And a man aboard for the Redbirds.
Well, certainly if my memory serves me correctly, Avery pretty good speed on the base paths.
You expect that from a leadoff guy.
Yeah.
And now the shortstop, Dan Skog.
Didn't you lead off that one year down when you're in Iowa, that league in Iowa? I can't remember the team.
Down and away, Wichita.
Wichita, Iowa?
No, Wichita's the only time I let off.
Okay, all right.
Iowa, I usually hit 8th. It's a much higher league. Pitch up high to Dan Skog, and quickly Hayes in a little bit of a jam after the leadoff walk. A 2-0 count to the second hitter. And the meat of the order due up here in the bottom half of the first. Lehman fakes a steal, and then the ball gets past Barrett behind home plate. And Lehman will scoot over to second on the pass ball.
Now, it's interesting, too, the grass here, the ball slowed down pretty quickly, but Barrett didn't know where it was at first. And Avery easily able to scamper over to second.
And a 3-0 count now to Dan Skog. Will they green light? I mean, you know he's going to get something pretty to hit here.
Well, he's hitting 400 on the season.
Pitch up high, ball 4. And back-to-back walks.
It's a little bit of
Has
trouble.
a little something going for the Redbirds here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble early on for Nick Hayes. He walks the first 2 batters, as you mentioned.
And now Thomas Kinsella, second baseman, middle of that double play for the Redbirds in the top half. That's a wild pitch down to the dirt, skips all the way to the backstop. Long run for the catcher Barrett. Both runners advance, and a 1-0 count to Kinsella.
Yeah, Kinsella's hitting 286 on the season. Good opportunity for him to see if he can drive in at least his 3rd RBI of the season.
Well, a pair sitting there, but a guy on the hill struggling to find his rhythm early in this contest. Had a lot of heat on that last pitch, but well out of the zone. This one fouled back off the catcher and umpire, a 1-1 count. Broke a string of 6 straight balls. Off-speed pitch. Kinsella out in front of it. And out in front of the count is Hayes, 1-2. Another one, and he swings underneath it.
And that's a big out for Hayes. He needed an out. Just a little confidence there as starting out a little bit slowly here, but going to swing through that one. Out number 1 here.
Zach Sather comes up, hoping to drive one across, fouls this one off out of play.
Zach having a nice start to the season, hitting 375 as he steps to the plate. He's knocked in 3 runs.
This one foul territory, long run though. Nobody's going to get there. It will get out of play as well. But Hayes sitting pretty now, 0-2, trying to limit the damage from a shaky start. Back-to-back strikeouts after back-to-back walks and a wild pitch. Put the Redbirds with 2 on in scoring position with nobody out.
A nice pitch from Hayes here as he's going to get Sather swinging, and really a nice job by him on the mound after walking the first 2 batters, getting runners at
6
second
straight,
and third.
and think the first pitch to Kinsella was down in the
Yep.
dirt and advanced those runners on a wild pitch. Since then, 6 strikes, 2 strikeouts. Another one down in the dirt all the way to the backstop, though. And Lehman easily comes home, and Sko again at third.
Yeah, and that's tough for Hayes because he almost had him out of the inning, and then he throws that pitch past Barrett, allowing the Redbirds to score.
Jake Paulson, the batter now, trying to add one more if possible, keep this inning going. That one up high, 2-0.
Paulson hitting a $167 as he starts his at-bat here. And we've talked about it. The Redbirds have played just 2 games to start the season. First game, obviously, for Excelsior.
Swing and a miss for Paulson. It's 2-1.
Next game, Greta, next game.
Hit weakly back to Hayes. He'll field. Throw over to the first and plenty of time for Burno to record the third out. 1 across, 2 walks. Could have been much worse. It's 1-0 Redbirds after 1. You're watching Town Ball on CTN.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus, so follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Sun continuing to sink in the west as we move into the second inning here at Wintercrest Field. A small and well-spaced crowd for tonight's game.
People wanted to come out and just finally see some live ball.
Langer threw 13 pitches to the first 2 guys he faced. Had a strikeout and a walk. And then got a double play on the next pitch to end the inning with 14 pitches. Starts Carson Funk out with a swinging strike in his head, and the count 0-1. Fastball inside.
I see Funk, the designated hitter.
This one hit high into foul territory. Over for it is Lindstrom, but it will get out of play. Send some fans scurrying. Puts Langer back in front, 1-2.
Hey, Mr. Steckman.
Well, Langer comes out here in the second with a 1-0 lead, a little bit of a cushion here.
This one hit to left field down the line and just fair. Out of the reach of Jake Paulson, and extra bases for Carson Funk. The first base knock of the ball game and the first base knock of Excelsior Islanders history.
Yeah, it was a nice piece of hitting, is that this trailed off and able to touch the green in fair territory. Certainly the way the Islanders want to start here in the top half of the second. Again, he just kind of got under that pitch and it kind of curved. You're going to see it curve and just touch the green and then bounce into the corner, into the fence.
This one high fly to center field. Underneath it is Lehman. He makes the catch. Staying put is Funk, and there's one away.
Yeah, hit shallow enough where their Funk wasn't going to go anywhere.
Jake Barton, the shortstop. The man at second base, 1 out. Inside, 1-0.
Islanders would like to get the opportunity here to see if they can at least tie this game up early on.
Off-speed pitch just misses outside now, 2-0.
Of course, this is a 9-inning contest.
Much baseball to be played.
Yes, lots of it.
Runner is off, swung on and missed. And Reeves couldn't squeeze it. No chance for a throwdown. Funk will get the stolen base and just 90 feet away from tying this game. Still only 1 out here in the top of the second inning.
Yeah, and he got a nice jump, but it would have been tough even if Reeves had been able to squeeze it.
2-1. This one skied back out of play. Shapiro dives.
Almost.
Just a bit out of his reach.
Yeah, but I skinned my knee. I skinned my knee trying
Call
to
the
get that.
paramedics.
I got
Shapiro
Band-Aids.
is
I'm used to
scuffed
it.
up.
I got Band-Aids. I'm old. I fall down a lot.
2-2 pitch now to Barton. Fastball chopped, foul.
And broke the bat.
Don't see that in a high school game.
Nope.
In on the handle and jammed him a little bit.
Yeah, and obviously you could hear it.
A sick snap.
And over the knee.
Funk at third, the 2-2 pitch. This one fouled back
almost
out
to
of
you,
play,
Jan.
and
If you were just a bit taller,
that's
might
not
have had
going
it.
to happen. Barton battling at the plate, another 2-2 pitch after 2 straight 2-strike fouls. Trying to bring that runner in, but instead the moving pitch finds its way into the strike zone. Second strikeout of the game for Langer, both called third strikes.
And that's a big one too. Now with 2 away, you just try and be concerned with that pitcher, or that batter at the plate. Get him out and avoid a run coming across.
Catcher P.J. Barrett trying to bring that man home. Got a piece of it, fouls it to the backstop, 0-1. Early opportunity for the Islanders to even the count. No scoreboard.
Nope.
At the ballpark tonight. Fastball called a strike. And Langer trying to get out of it after a leadoff double. Carson Funk, the tying run, 90 feet away. Big pitch for the batter, P.J. Barrett. Swings and comes up empty. Back-to-back strikeouts to leave the man stranded at third and preserve the lead for Langer. It is now middle of the second inning. Redbirds a 1-0 lead. They'll be batting when we return on CTN.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or a new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really
Cardinal fans on their feet and Brad, the #1 fan, of course, in attendance.
Hello and welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Studio and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one, because it's an all-out sprint to the finish.
Okay. of like your life.
They host Elk River on Tuesday, and Howie,
We'll be there. Hey, there you go. It's contagious.
it's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sports Night, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. And I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do.
Back at the ballpark, a 1-0 lead for the Coon Rapids Redbirds. Had a couple of walks, a couple of wild pitches, helped them to that 1-0 lead. Excelsior, the lone hit in the ball game, a leadoff double for Carson Funk. He also stole a base but left stranded at third by a pair of strikeouts by Langer to end the top half of this inning. And Kyle Schoenrock lights it up on the first pitch of the second.
Foul.
It is foul.
Oh, boy, he drove that one. He gave that one a ride. Unfortunately, he just couldn't keep it straight.
He got a lot of it, and I think Hayes will second think before giving him that pitch again.
Yeah, that was a nice gift for him. Unfortunately, he just couldn't keep it couldn't keep it fair.
Well, Hayes has a shifty off-speed pitch that drops a little bit. He got had some success with it in the first inning as he got those two strikeouts that limited the damage, but Schoenbrick was ready for that one, and he hammered it. This one hit back up the middle. Tough opportunity for Barton at short. Throw is in the dirt, takes the man off the bag at first.
Yeah, nice job beating that one out.
Schoenbrick is going to be safe at first. It's a tough. Is that a base hit, Howie? I'm going to have to say no.
I don't think so either. But let's take a look at it again, and I don't think it is. I think it should have been.
Pulled him off the bag.
It did pull him off the bag.
Good throw makes it.
I think so. But they'll take the base runner.
Aaron Lindstrom, the first baseman, comes in, looks at a fastball, strike one.
Aaron Lindstrom steps to the plate, hitting .750 with 4 home runs already this season. Pretty good. I told Aaron I'd inflate his numbers a little bit. He's actually hitting .333, which is pretty good here to start the season. 3 RBIs, second on the club, tied for second on the club.
Very early. Obviously, they will also play a shortened season, but just 2 games in.
Yeah.
And they play well into the fall.
They do. They do.
One of the disappointing things about Minnesota youth baseball is that it wraps up so early and turns into fall ball, which isn't quite the same. When you still have good weather into September and October, love to see more baseball. Pitch is down low, ball 4, and 2 on with nobody out here again to start the inning for the Redbirds.
Yeah, and again, Hayes gets himself in an early jam with nobody out, and he was able to do a pretty good job of pitching out of it, with the exception of just giving up the 1 run on a wild pitch.
Yeah, the 2 wild pitches in the inning certainly hurt more than the 2 walks he gave up. Brandon Wozniak, the DH, looks at a pitch low, 1-0.
This is his first at bat of the season.
Schoenbrick at second, Lindstrom at first, and 2-0 now to Wozniak. And now 3-0.
Again, that pitch, down low, nice backhanded stop by Barrett.
We saw that too, a little bit streaky in that first inning was Hayes. Now has missed the zone with 7 straight pitches. Wozniak clearly taking all the way at 3-1.
Well, now puts a little more pressure on Hayes. Obviously, coming back here at 3-1 with 2 runners at first and second, and nobody out.
Down and away, ball 4. Bases are all loaded up, nobody out. An error and a pair of walks. Redbirds still looking for their first hit. They've had 5 base runners in 8 trips to the plate.
Head coach Rick Burno taking a walk out to the mound, an early walk. Talking to Nick Hayes a little bit, settling him down, brings the infield in as well. Of course, Barrett from behind the plate. Just talk about things here with bases loaded, nobody out. You know, down 1-0. They want to limit the damage here too, but certainly they don't want Hayes to throw anything that Reeves can drive.
Well, and Justin Reeves, we were just talking about pregame with Neil Highlight Tennant, who has done a great job of unearthing a lot of CTN classics, and he pointed out that Aaron Reeves had the grand slam in the playoffs during his high school career. This one shut back up the middle, bobbled at second. They'll get 1 out. Reeves is there safely. 1 run comes across.
Yeah, unfortunate for the bobble. Otherwise, they probably would have had a double play and at least get a couple of outs here. But now you have runners at the corners and just the 1 out.
Well, and I'm going to have to call that another error, second error of the inning.
They see it, just the bobble there. Like Blake Burno.
Back to the top of the order with runners at the corners and only 1 out.
We're going to have a courtesy runner, but I'm not sure who it is because Jeff didn't give me a full roster. So it's, you know what number it is though?
Number 9.
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 Number 9. I know who it is. I just don't know his name.
Okay.
We were talking about it. I think that's the high school.
The high school kid? Okay. Yeah, he's a junior. I think he's going to be a junior. At Elk River, I believe he said. Elk River, correct. Yeah.
Back to the top of the order, Avery Lehman, a walk, his first time up, swings hard, but comes up empty, 0-1.
Of course, Avery was a 2017 grad at Coon Rapids, now playing at St. Thomas.
A speed pitch, swung on and missed. And Hayes back in front, 0-2.
Well, with just 1 out, this is a big batter for Nick Hayes. He would love to get him out here without advancing anyone.
You want to see the guy in the bullpen?
This one hit weakly foul in front of first. 1-2 the count to Lehman. The more I'm thinking about it, I'm going to remove that second error. I'm going to call that another strike. They did get an out after all.
That's very nice of you, Joe.
I think that's the way it's supposed to work because they did get an out.
Yeah.
Called third strike and a big strikeout for Hayes right there.
Yeah, that's huge. We talked about it. He did exactly what he needed to do. He got the strikeout without advancing the base runners. And now with just 2 out again, you worry about that player at the plate.
Dan Skog never took the bat off his shoulder first time at the plate. Walked on 4 pitches.
Skog is a 2003 grad of Meadow Creek and played at Joe Young, St. Cloud State.
Like that.
Fond memories.
A few years after I was living in the cloud. A bad throw over it to third. And coming home is Lindstrom. That one will score on the errant throw.
Yes.
So that will be their second error of the inning.
So you could have just left it on your scorebook. And you wouldn't have had to use your eraser.
Well, the wrong base.
I know, but
the wrong base runners advanced. Reeves not able, or the courtesy runner not able to move over. Pitch up high, it's 2-0 to Skoke.
Go, Nick.
And now 3-0. He's got the magnetism working in his strike zone, just pushing that ball outside every pitch so far. And after seeing 7 that missed the zone, you knew he was going to take that one. 3-1. A speed pitch, throw down. Runner is back safely, but it was ball 4 anyway. So,
but it's also a chance to get your uniform dirty.
Third walk of the inning, 5th of the ball game for Hayes. A 3-0 lead now for the home team.
That's Lucas Lesser warming up in the bullpen for the Islanders.
Kinsella, a strikeout victim first time up, looks at a pitch down low, 1-0. Swung on and miss, and it's an even count.
Thomas, a 2012 graduate of North Branch, went to the U of M Crookston play ball.
This one fouled to the backstop. And Hayes just a strike away from trying to get this one over with. 2 runs across in the inning. No hits for the Redbirds. They have 3 runs on the board. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Second time Kinsella has come up empty. Ends the second inning, but 2 more runs come across, 2 more left for the Redbirds. They lead 3-0 as we head to the 3rd. You're watching Town Ball live on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
First pitch of the 3rd, a strike from Langer to the number 8 hitter, Grant Burno.
The other son of Rick Burno, the head coach.
And another called strike, and Langer trying to get back to the dugout as quickly as possible. His guys aren't hitting the ball, but they're getting runs across. This one hit high, doesn't look like it's very deep. Easy play for Lehman out in center. Camps out, makes the catch, and there's one down.
Yeah, get an opportunity to get under that ball. Looked like it, when it first came off the bat, may have gone a little bit further, but it hung up there.
And now number 9 hitter, the third baseman, Nathan Steckman. Swung on and missed. And a called strike evens the count, 1-1. And now down and away, 2-1.
Well, Langer's been pretty efficient so far here early on.
Steckman gets a piece of that, and the count is even at 2-2.
It'll be interesting to see, how long they let certain pitchers go early in the season.
Reaches out for that one and pokes it fair inside the bag at first. He's going to turn hard but stay there.
Yeah, that just hugged the line.
Schoenbrick was able to get to it pretty quickly from right, so no chance to advance.
I'm not sure if Lindstrom thought it was going to go fair, but he just kind of placed that one down the right field line.
Just inside the bag. He pleads his case.
He did.
Of course, but not the way the umpires saw it. A fair ball. And a runner at first with one out here in the top of the third. Top of the order for the Islanders. Pitch down at the dirt. Hansberry flashed the bunt before pulling it back. Pitch down low.
A good job digging that pitch out of the dirt by Reeves.
Hansberry punched out back in the first inning after a 7-8 pitch at bat. Runner is going. Ball dropped by Reeves. No chance to throw down. And Steckman in scoring position with one away. Great bunt laid down by Hansberry. Only one play. Is kind of high. And they're going to say that Lindstrom not able to come back down and get a foot to the bag. Hansberry beats it out. Moves the runner and gets safely to first.
Yeah,
I guess you're going to have to call that an error on the Redbird.
And it was a beautiful bunt. He laid that one down, and this grass is a little thick. And there's the in super slow-mo as Lindstrom's going to have to go up for it. Yeah, and he's not able to come back down on the bag. Love that super slow-mo.
So now runners at the corners, only one out. Blake Burno looks at a strike on the inside edge. Steckman, the runner, at third. Hansberry at first. Hansberry's going. This one a fly to left. Getting under it is Paulson. He makes the catch. Tagging and coming home is Steckman, and then the throw in got away, and scrambling over to second now is Hansberry.
Yeah, and that throw didn't need to be made. He was going to get back to the bag regardless.
And so that will be the second error of the inning for the Redbirds.
Well, Excelsior gets on the board, 3-1. Here's you're going to see this gets underneath that pitch, but Paulson able to get over and make the catch. You saw Steckman scoring that first run.
Runner is going, pitch is low, the throw down skips out of the glove, and good speed by Hansberry as he slid in safely on a pretty quick move from Reeves down to Sather, but Sather just couldn't squeeze it, and even if he had, Hansberry would have been in safely beneath him. John Rupp hit into a double play his first time up. Finds himself ahead in the count, 2-0.
Now putting a little more pressure here on Justin Langer. Just trying to get out of this inning with 2 away without any additional damage.
One across, one standing at third. A big swinging strike from Rupp. 2 outs. Langer trying to keep it a 2-run lead. And he does. Way out in front of the curveball for strike 3. Leave that second run stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Redbirds 3, Islanders 1. You're watching live Town Ball on CTN.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. Kevin, I need that back. No. Kevin!
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. But they came back with a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
Back at the ball game, Coon Rapids leading Excelsior 3-1. It's been a little sloppy.
Has been. Well,
actually should be 2 errors for each team. Now, Coon Rapids still looking for their first hit, but they have 3 runs across. I could be mistaken. I'm not even sure how this game works anymore.
I got a YouTube video you could watch if you're interested.
Probably use it.
It's put together by the puppet version of Joe and Howie.
Those guys look pretty talented.
They are pretty talented. And actually very svelte.
So Coon Rapids able to scratch runs across in each of the first 2 innings, have a 3-1 lead. They are still looking for that first hit of the game. Zach Sather, a strikeout victim on 3 pitches back in the first inning. Not even a little tempted at that one well outside. Swings underneath the fastball, 1-1.
Zach, of course, a 2008 graduate of Coon Rapids High School and also played at St. Cloud State.
Remember that state championship team?
Yep.
Scored a run from second base on a bunt.
He's an animal.
That's legendary right there. That was one of the very early games that we put on when we started running CTN Classics, was the state championship. Only seen one in the 23 years we've covered Coon Rapids High School sports. Only one team state championship. That was it. This one popped up on the right side. Calling off is the second baseman, Blake Burno. Makes the catch for out number 1.
Yeah, the Islanders would like a kind of a quick inning here in the field. Obviously down 3-1 and it's early, but they like to get a little momentum going. Lucas Lesser on the mound for the Islanders right now, getting the second pitcher here of the night for Excelsior.
Well, Hayes threw 49 pitches in his 2 innings of work. Jake Paulson swings hard and misses, 1-1. Big hook. Misses inside. 2-1 to Paulson.
A few in the Islander dugout thought that was a strike.
Fastball down in the dirt. Skips to the backstop. 3-1. And up high walks Paulson.
A number of free passes given up by the Islanders pitching staff so far by Hayes, and now the first one by Lesser.
Snowbrick reached on an error and scored. Goes after pitch down low and misses 1-0 or 0-1. One of those two.
Snowbrick, 2016 graduate of Park Center, went to Luther College to play ball.
This one skied into foul territory and will get out of play, and it's 0-2. She didn't have to run for cover this time, so that's good.
That is good.
To see the game, of course, is great, but even to be in the neighborhood and hear the sound
Oh,
of
yeah,
the bat hitting
absolutely.
the ball, the occasional cheer. This one foul back out of play. Will stay at 0-2.
Yeah, kids can go back to chasing the foul balls. Everybody back to some sort of normal at this point, whatever that is.
It's a new normal, and that's
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
As long as the new normal includes sports. Snowbrick not going to go away easily. Third straight he's put into foul territory. Missing outside, but he's got some pitches to waste
He
at
does.
this point. That one up high, and it gets away from Barrett. And over at his second is Paulson on a wild pitch. So now 2-2. And now a full count.
Now Lesser in danger of losing him here. He does.
After fouling off a couple of two-strike pitches, Snowbrick sees 4 straight, missed the zone, and now back-to-back walks. Still looking for their first hit.
Yeah, they had 8 in 1 inning on Tuesday.
They've had 8 base runners.
Yeah.
In 2 1/3 innings, and not a single hit.
That's crazy. Aaron Lindstrom to the plate. He's a 2003 Coon Rapids grad. Played at Southwest Minnesota State. 2003. He's old.
Up high. 1-1. Foul to the backstop. It's 1-2. Lindstrom also walked and scored in the second inning. 2-2 as that one just missed high. Lindstrom was tempted.
He was, but thought better of it.
Foul back, out of play. We'll stay at 2-2.
It's a race. It's a race for the foul ball.
Reaches out for that one, pokes it through the gap up the middle. Turning is Paulson, he'll come home. There will not be a throw. They'll keep the second runner Snowbrick from advancing to third. An RBI single for Aaron Lindstrom, and it's a 4-1 lead.
Now, a nice piece of hitting by Lindstrom. He's able just to chop that one back through the middle. Defensively, nothing they could do about getting that one. He gets an RBI. That's number 4 on the season.
And now Wozniak with 2 on and 1 out. Big swing. Had a pitch up at the shoulders. 0-1.
Wozniak, a 2014 Centennial grad, also played at Southwest Minnesota State.
Outside, 1-1. Called strike, clips the outside edge.
Yeah, nice pitch there, just enough on the outside. Wozniak wasn't going to offer at it, but able to, as you mentioned, to clip that outside portion of the plate.
Outside, 2-2. Foul out of play.
Again, he was able to turn on it, just not able to keep it straight.
It's already the 30th pitch of this inning. It is a swinging strike on a pitch eye high, and it is out number 2.
Yeah, I am certain he would like that pitch back.
Swing, you mean?
I mean that swing back. Thank you.
I think he liked the pitch. That worked out well for him. He got an out instead of being with a full count. Justin Reeves drove in a run with a fielder's choice.
2015 grad of Coon Rapids, played for Anoka Ramsey.
This one foul, and we'll get out of play. 0-2. Be big for the Islanders if they can avoid this from turning into a bigger inning. This one popped up left side, and nearly overrunning it was Barton, but able to reach back and make the snag. So 1 run on 1 hit, 2 left for the Redbirds. They lead 4-1 after 3. You're watching Town Ball live on CTN. Downfield, Malachi behind the defense has the catch, and he is gone.
Great showing in the 100 butterfly. But you can't quite catch the leader. And it's hard to throw you for a loop.
No, not when it comes to swimming.
Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing the song. Wash, washy, wash, washy, wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Use Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now dry.
Wash your hands for 20 seconds, just like Elmo.
Back at Wintercrest Field, ready to start the top of the 4th inning on a beautiful evening. So happy to be seeing baseball again.
Yes, it is. And so happy to see you again, my friend. Got a new pitcher for the Redbirds, Brady Higgins, 2018 grad of Champlin Park, takes the mound.
Well, that'll answer your question about how long they'll let him go.
Yep.
Langer threw 47 pitches in 3 innings of work, gave up the 1 run on 2 hits. Had 4 strikeouts, just the 1 walk. And he will face the middle of the order. Carson Funk led off the 2nd inning with a double. Stole 3rd, but was left stranded there. Here he is in a leadoff spot again here. Up and away, 1-0.
Well, we'll get an opportunity to see what Brady Higgins has as he comes in with that 4-1 lead.
Quickly 3-0 behind in the count as Higgins to Funk. Typically don't like to see your cleanup hitter in a leadoff spot, but came up with good results back in the 2nd inning. Now in charge, looking all the way at the 3-0 pitch.
Well, obviously Higgins needed that strike. Now making it 3-1.
You got a day?
Down low, ball 4, and a leadoff walk.
Well, the Islanders get what they want, get that leadoff runner on. Trailing by 3.
Now the left fielder, Justin Kloster. Fly ball to center field, the first pitch he saw back in that 2nd inning. This one up and in with the fastball, backs him off a little bit. And now missing outside, 2-0.
Well, Higgins definitely having issues here early on with his location.
Higgins finds the zone with that one, 2-1. And now 3-1.
Again, the lefty puts himself in a little tough situation here.
Back-to-back walks. Only 2 strikes in his first 10 pitches. Not what he was hoping for as he strolled to the mound to start this inning with a 4-1 lead, and now Jake Barton.
Now smartly, Justin Reeves went out, had a little chat with him.
Barton nearly overran the pop-up that ended the last inning, and now just a half swing. He thought better of it about halfway through and just couldn't have. No chance of checking the swing at that point. Not close on the high fastball that was out of the zone. He backed away from that, and a called strike has Higgins in the driver's seat 0-2.
Yeah, and Barton didn't buy it, apparently. The official did. He's jamming that inside part of the plate.
Staying inside, but he misses again. 2-2. 2 on, nobody out. Higgins came on. Start the third inning with a 3-run lead. That pitch way outside, and it got past Reeves all the way to the backstop. Both runners will advance.
Yeah, now again, Higgins in a tough spot. Nobody out, runners second and third. You're a pitch away from another walk.
A full count to the batter after back-to-back walks. A wild pitch moves him to second and third. And that one way up high, and 3 straight walks, loads the bases. And the tying run is aboard with nobody out.
Head coach Jeff Lindstrom taking a stroll out to the mound to talk to Higgins, and our bullpen is active for the Redbirds. It's Taylor Nelson warming up for the Redbirds.
Well, they have a healthy stable of hurlers.
They do.
That helps.
They do.
But you don't want to run through them too quickly either.
Well, no, I mean, you're playing 9 innings. It's only the top of the 4th here.
And you got a jam-packed schedule.
Yep, you do. Play again on Monday.
Catcher P.J. Barrett struck out his first time up. Now, base is loaded with nobody out. Comes right down the middle and gets a swinging strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, big swing and a miss there, and Higgins just needs a little confidence here, because he's definitely in a jam, trying to do something to get out of it.
Fastball gets him ahead in the count 1-2. A position he has not found himself in.
Nope.
And it's 2-2. Way up high and a full count, and now Higgins in danger of walking one across. Got himself ahead in the count 1-2, and now struggling to finish off. Big pitch from Higgins to Barrett right here. Swung on and missed, a huge out for Higgins and the Redbirds.
He so needed that out as well at this point in the game. Obviously, the first out of the inning with bases loaded. He's got to do something to get out of this jam, and it starts right there with the strikeout.
Now the batter is Grant Burno. The fly out to center field his first time up.
So you can get something down on the pitch down low and to get it hit something on the ground.
make something happen out there.
Steckman 0-2. And a 3-pitch strikeout of Steckman. So 3 straight walks to load the bases, 3 straight strikeouts to get out of the jam. And the Redbirds back at the plate with a 4-1 lead in the bottom of the 4th when we return.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Oh, sweetie. Okay, you know what? Let's take off his sweatshirt. Get rid of pictures of him. You don't have to look at him. Goodbye, Dave.
Mom, you don't understand. He's tagged in like 400 of my posts.
I can cut out tags.
No, that's not how it works.
What is a tag?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care would love to share their first with you.
The county hopes construction of the overpass can start in March or April and be finished by the start of the new school year.
Yes, I'm gonna live to be 100.
A nice way to start the inning, Joe, in the bottom here of the half of the 4th. And I mean, well, I can hear you kind of, but could you speak up? Yeah, do that, will you? You want me to move closer? Well, the Birds would like a little bit of a spark here. I mean, up 4-1, like to try and increase this lead. Yeah, and again, nice way to start this inning, as we're now they're putting additional pressure on the Islanders.
Back-to-back hits, a flare to right for Lehman, followed by a stolen base, and then a little infield single for Dan Skog. Perfectly placed behind second base. Going down after one was Kinsella, but he fouls it off wide of third. Kinsella trying to avoid the hat trick as he has struck out in his first 2 at-bats. Down and away, 1-1.
Well, I can hear you now, so that's a good thing. I missed you.
You were the only one, but
I was the one.
Runner is off from first. This one hit and skips away from a diving Steckman at third, and that will be another single, 3 straight. And Lehman comes home to increase the lead to 5-1.
Yeah.
RBI infield single for Thomas Kinsella.
Got a little something going here, a little something cooking here in the bottom half of the 4th.
I mean, it was a great effort by Steckman at third.
It was.
But just out of his reach. He got a piece of it. And Lehman easily scores from third on the play. And now Sather digs in with 2 on, 1 already across. And nobody out here. A 5-1 lead for the Redbirds in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one hit him.
Oh, you'll take it anywhere you can get it. As long as you get an opportunity to get on base. Hit on the arm.
So we have bases loaded, nobody out for Jake Paulson. Paulson walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. First pitch hit softly into short right. 1 run will score. They will hold Kinsella at third, and they'll just keep the merry-go-round going on the base pass here to start the 4th inning. 5 straight have reached, 2 have scored.
Yeah, and again, this is an opportunity for them to extend the lead. They've had a number of base runners in this game, until this inning, not able to get as many runs across as they would have liked. But here with
just one hit through the first 3 innings. They had 4 runs, but just 1 hit. And now 4 hits here in the 4th already. That one filed away by Schnobrick. Goes up after 1, maybe out of the zone, fouls it back, 0-2. More action in the bullpen for the Islanders.
That's David Dernberger, former U.S. Senator.
I can tell you for sure it's not. But it could be
a relative. Absolutely could be.
Schnobrick just got a piece of that, fouls it to the backstop to stay alive, 1-2. Nobody out, 2 already across, and the base is full of birds here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Schnobrick looks at one low, and it doesn't skip far enough away from Barrett for Kinsella to try to come home. It'll be 2-2. That one may have been a little bit outside, but Schnobrick stays safe and stays alive.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure he protects the plate.
This one hit into left field. That'll be another single. Kinsella will score and keep that merry-go-round moving.
Yes, it's definitely continuing to move.
Yep.
Now, Lucas Lesser,
5 hits and a hit batter here this inning.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
You know. Yep, 31. Good play, Blake. Good job, guys. 1. First and 31. I can tell you. It's 2 and 3. Yep. That's the camera guy. know when somebody says we're kidding, they're lying. I believe it's doing judo, not green. Hey, a walk. That's hard to believe. Good. Almost gone. Oh, sun's gone now. Hey, we got it. Just itching. Yeah, then what? 3 more outs in the top 50 to be done.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Did you know you can report problems to the city with your smartphone? Download the Coon Rapids app. The Report It feature allows you to describe the problem, snap a photo, and submit it directly to the city work order system. It's an easy way to report a pothole, broken street light, or other neighborhood concern. No smartphone? Then hop online and report your concern through the city's website. City maintenance problems solved the easy way. Coon Rapids Report It.
After quarantine, everyone's bound to look a little different. Some people gained a little weight, others lost some. Some had longer hair or new beard. With Joe and Howie, it was a little different. Don't get me wrong, they acted like the same old Joe and Howie. What they came back with, a different energy. But something was off.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro, and it really was.
Two and one.
Go.
Ready, Reed? 1-1 to Funk. Fastball called to strike, 1-2. And another called strike again. 3 straight strikeouts for Higgins. He comes on, he walks the first 3 guys he sees, then he strikes out 3. Comes out for his second inning of work, walks the first guy, then strikes out 3. Unfortunately, that walk that he gave up, guy came all the way around. We got more after this, bottom of the 5th, next on CTN. Cardinal fans on their feet, and Brad, the #1 fan, of course, in attendance.
Hello and welcome to Inside Access, your ticket behind the scenes of Coon Rapids sports. Studio and Howie, it feels great to be back behind the desk.
I can't think of too many things better in life. How about you?
I can think of one, because it's an all-out sprint to the finish.
Okay. Kind of like your life.
They host Elk River on Tuesday, and Howie?
We'll be there. There you go. It's contagious.
It's all your fault.
Yeah, of course it is.
Sports Night, I'm Joe Young.
I'm Joe Young as well. And I'm not so sure how good we'll look on HD, but you know.
I appreciate the effort.
I try.
I do. Beautiful look at our moon on a gorgeous evening at the ballpark. Any other year, this would just seem like normal, but this year, this game pretty special. After a long, long time away from any type of organized sports, a return. And kind of running away with this one are the Redbirds. They had a 5-run 4th inning to really open up their lead. Kinsella, an RBI single and a run scored in that inning, will lead things off here in the 5th. Dernberger comes back with a strike to even it up. This one skied behind home plate. Barrett able to get there and bobble it, but not able to secure it. He had got a late jump on locating it, then he got there and skipped out. He almost recovered, but just couldn't hold on. And that means Kinsella stays alive. Certainly not lacking effort in his attempts. 1-2 pitch. Just outside, and it's even at 2-2. Down in the dirt and a full count.
I think I might be back.
I hear you.
I hear you now as
well. So nice to hear you again,
so
Shapiro. And all of a sudden, we're sounding clear again. This one popped up back behind first base. Underneath it is Burno, makes the catch for out number 1.
Well, the Redbirds obviously able to jump out to a nice lead here at 9-2, and as you mentioned, they've been running away with it at this point in the game. And it's got to feel pretty good coming off a big 15-2 win the other night to already score 9 runs here this evening so far, and we're just in the bottom of the 5th.
Zach Sather hit by a pitch and scored a run in that 4th inning. Chops this one just foul in front of first. Count is even at 1-1.
Well, Dernberger on the mound just with one out, just trying to get a quick inning here so he can get his club back to the plate. Try and dig out of this hole.
Going in on the handles, popped up. Dernberger into foul territory, makes the catch for out number 2.
The other got underneath that one and popped it up. Got underneath it, you see there, and Dernberger doing a nice job of coming off the mound, keeping his eye on it all the way off and making the catch.
Pinch hitter for Jake Paulson.
Yeah, unfortunately, without a full roster, we can't tell you who this is. We saw him pinch run a couple of times.
He's number 9.
He is number 9. One of our favorite numbers.
Speed pitch drops in for a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Down and away, 1-2. And now up high, 2-2. Called third strike and a very quick inning for Dernberger. The first 1-2-3 inning since the top of the first inning for either team. Still, it's 9-2 Redbirds as we head to the 6th. You're watching Town Ball live on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then just follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Keep up with local news, sports, and events, and the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
Watching your favorite Cardinal sports live is getting even easier. Whether it's CTN Cable Channel 859, the CTN Facebook and YouTube pages, or now live on our Twitter page. You choose how you want to watch Cardinal Nation. With CTN, you'll be able to catch all the big plays, all the emotion, and all the fun of Coon Rapids sports. CTN Coon Rapids, stay connected.
Tail of the tape has the Redbirds way out front. The Excelsior Islanders, their inaugural season, their opening game of inaugural season, their first ever ball game, Shapiro.
It is their first ever ball game, and they're hoping to get it to a closer contest. We have a new pitcher again. Not sure who that is. We know he's number 14. 14 in your program's number 1 in your heart.
It will come to me. I know I know him sort of. Acquainted.
Yeah.
I know he was an Anoka pitcher.
Okay.
I think his name Brandon, maybe. I'm not gonna lay any
guess?
bets on that.
Yeah.
Down on that. Justin Kloster will lead things off for the Islanders.
Well, I will reach out to Jeff Lindstrom and have him make sure he gets us a full roster for the next game by Monday, so we know who everyone is.
Three and 0, the count to Kloster. Trying to spark a rally here. 6th inning. A 4-pitch walk.
Well, they need a bit of a spark here if they're going to get back into this game. Still some time left, but
Jake Barton, a strikeout in the 2nd, a walk in the 4th. The Islanders starting to run out of outs.
yes, they are.
Inside 2-0. Here he finds the zone, 2-1.
Yeah, we watched Higgins get off to a rough start when he came in relief of Langer.
This one grounded back up the middle, turn, throw to second for 1. Relay is there. And just like that, a double play erases the leadoff walk.
No, that's what you want. You want to have that defense work for you behind you, this pitcher. And of course, he
Especially
started
when
that double play.
You field your own position.
That's
and get
always
it started.
nice. Yep.
But the solid turn from Skog to Lindstrom at first. Means 2 out, nobody on. And P.J. Barrett
I'm on there.
struck out both times he strolled to the plate. Comes up empty on the first pitch he sees. Didn't miss by much. 1-1.
There you go. I can hear myself.
And now 1-2.
I got him to swing at that heat.
Even this guy too.
This one skied in the infield. In foul territory, Lindstrom makes the catch. In a leadoff walk, followed by a double play and a pop-up and a pretty quick inning for the Redbirds in the field. They're back at the plate with a 9-2 lead after this on CTN.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
The award-winning community programming by CTN Coon Rapids is funded exclusively by cable subscribers. Without those subscribers, we would not exist. So no more coverage of local news, stories, events, and sports in our community. So thank you for subscribing to cable TV and for supporting CTN.
Back at Wintercrest Park, Coon Rapids Redbirds, a big 9-2 lead as they get set to bat here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
There you see the line scored nine runs, 8 hits, a couple of errors, 2s across the board for the Islanders. David Dernberg stays on the mound for Excelsior.
He's got a pretty solid salad.
Yeah, he does, actually.
I don't know if he was a hockey player as well, but he's sporting the flow.
The flow is good.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Maybe even more respect if that was grown fully during the coronavirus pandemic. If he could put that out in the last 3 months, my hat would come off to him. I'm going to guess he had a little bit something going
I
on
bet he
there
did
before.
too. I bet he did too. But a good flow nonetheless.
Kyle Snowbrick will lead off for the Redbirds. He's reached all 3 times. A single, a walk, and reached on an error. He scored once. This one hit softly to left, and then carrying a little bit, it got behind Justin Kloster, and Snowbrick digging. He will be in standing with a leadoff double. It really didn't look like it was hit that hard, but it just kept carrying.
Yeah, I picked up acceleration as it carried to the outfield, but you're right. I thought that was going to be out when it first came off the bat. But nice way to lead off the inning.
Yeah, I think Kloster thought that as well.
Yeah, I'm sure.
As he took his angle to it, and then it just kept on going. And now here's Aaron Lindstrom. He's also reached all 3 times. Pitch outside, 1-0. Walk, a single, and a fielder's choice, 2 RBI. And a stolen base. This one over the head of the shortstop, Barton, into left center. Coming around to score is Snowbrick. Digging for second is Lindstrom, and he is out by a mile.
Oh, he slowed down too. That's that.
He'll be out on the RBI.
That old man body.
He's got the RBI single. Thought, hey, I hit that well enough. I should get extra bases.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work out.
It did not work out that way. I don't know if we'll get a chance to see him coming around first, but he definitely slowed down. I think he thought he was going to be able to make it to the second easier than anticipated.
Brandon Wozniak. Oh, that's our new pitcher.
That's the pitcher.
I should know his name. I should. This one hit well to right, but tracking it just as well as John Rupp for out number 2.
Wow.
Yeah,
Gave
Rupp,
it a pretty good ride.
He did. Rupp able to get off to a nice jump too for it.
And now Justin Reeves looking for his first hit of the ball game. Up high. And now inside, 2-0.
Gee.
3-0.
Yes, that's me again. Seatbelt on time.
Sternberger able to find it with that one, but Reeves clearly taking all the way at 3-0.
Oh yeah, at that point, certainly make him pitch that strike.
And now up high, ball 4.
Yeah, you can hear me right there.
And back to the top of the order for the Redbirds. And I suppose since his courtesy runner came in and took an at bat, he can't be the courtesy runner any longer. Avra Lehman back at the plate. He scored twice, reached base 3 times.
Yo!
Up high, he thought about it, but checked the bat.
Yeah, smartly. Able to hold off.
Okay, my phone's almost dead. You gotta hurry. I'm down to 2%.
Off speed, misses outside, 3-0. And that is a 4-pitch walk. Lehman waiting like,
sure.
Was it there? It was close.
Now here comes Rick Burno again to the mound to talk to Dernberger. I'm not sure if I guess I didn't see any action in the bullpen, but we'll see if he calls somebody in to take Dernberger's place or if it's just a talk to him about how he wants to approach here with 2 away. I'm assuming he's going to leave him out there. But I'd be wrong. Nope.
They've got a guy ready.
They do.
So Dan Skog here with 2 on, 2 out. Singled and scored as part of that 5-run, 11-batter 5th inning, or 4th inning. Pitch in for a called strike.
Yeah, they'd like to be able to see Dernberger just get out of this inning without having to use another pitcher until, at the earliest in the following inning.
Check swing foul. And Dernberger jumps ahead 0-2. Out in front of that, but able to get a piece of it and keep himself alive at 0-2.
Yeah, just making sure he protects that plate.
Have I mentioned how cool it is to see baseball?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. It's been a long time since we saw some live sports.
Curve, and that just took Skog right out of his shoes. For strike number 3 ends the inning. Another run added to the total for the Redbirds. They're up 10-2 as we head to the 7th on CTN.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
Redbirds able to get out to a lead early without the courtesy of a hit. They had 3 runs before they had a hit on the board. And they were up 4-1 when they finally got the bats going in the 4th inning. And they put 5 runs across, opened it up to a 9-1 lead, now 10-2 as we get into the latter part of the ball game.
Well, big innings have kind of been the story so far early in the season for the Redbirds. They had 12 in that win against the Minnetonka Millers on Tuesday night, and then you mentioned 5 runs in that big inning to increase their lead.
And now here we are in the 7th. And yet another new pitcher for the Redbirds. They're really testing you over there, Shapiro. Don't have that.
I don't have again. Unfortunately, I don't have a full roster, so I can't tell you who that is on the mound. But
starts with a strike here in the 7th. So Taylor Nelson is number 14.
Okay.
Nick Harold is the new pitcher.
Good job, Joe Yund.
Well, that's what I can't wait for you and expect you to do it all. I mean, I have in the past.
Hey, Nick Harold's on the mound, by the way.
Hey,
as I
what's
pull
the
up the
count?
roster.
What's the count?
Of course, I was looking down at my phone. It's 1-2, I believe.
We'll go with that. 2-2.
2-2.
Well, I think we've got a new batter at the plate too.
Well, that I can do. That I can tell you. Well, he goes down on strike. So hopefully next time up we'll.
Three.
That's Gianni Lendino, by the way.
And now Nathan Steckman will come up against Harold. Steckman singled and scored the first run of the game for the Islanders, the first run of the franchise. And first ever game for the newly created Excelsior Islanders.
Yeah, and certainly they would like the score to be a little closer on their inaugural game. But the Redbirds had a little something different to say about that.
In danger of being 10-run, but still trying to battle here. And just one run for the Redbirds in the last 2 innings. So they've been kind of slowed a little bit. That is ball 4, though. And Steckman walks down to first. Top of the order now for the Islanders.
Well, again, they've been managing to get some base runners, but unfortunately for the Islanders, haven't been able to score any more than the 2 runs they've scored so far.
Big swinging strike by Hansberry at a high fastball. Well, and Hansberry created that second run all on his own.
Yep.
Walked to lead off the 5th. I don't remember how he got over to second. He must have stolen second too. Stole third, then came home on a pass ball wild pitch.
Well, he definitely has some speed, and he was able to create that run for his squad.
Runner is off. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is just out of the reach of Kinsella. Stolen base for Steckman, but a strikeout for Hansberry. 2 out in the inning.
Now Kinsella moved to short. That ball gets by him.
Blake Burno, first pitch, foul.
A good thought. Try and bunch yourself on and move the base runner along at the same time.
Try to catch him by surprise
Yep.
a little bit.
Which
2
they
outs,
would have.
It's always dangerous.
Yep.
But misses low, 1-1. Swung on and missed.
Oh, nice pitch there from Harold. He's able to get ahead in the count.
Foul back. inside 2-2. That one skips in the dirt, gets away from Reeves. Over to third is Steckman.
Yeah, Reeves able to get his glove on it and knock it down, but there was no way that he was going to get Steckman. He's got a pretty good jump off the bag off that pitch.
And now a full count to Burno, looking for his first hit. Instead, he'll get his second walk of the game and scamper down to first. Keeps the inning alive.
Well, you got runners at the corners. They want to try at some point, obviously, try and dig back into this game. But as you mentioned earlier, outs are starting to run away. 2 away here for the Islanders. Trying to get that
first is going. They'll let him.
Yeah.
Burno in with no play on fielder's indifference. And another one just missing high. Rupp grounded into a double play back in the first inning. A pair of strikeouts since then. Now with 2 runners in scoring position, but 2 out here in the 7th. His team trailing by 8 runs.
Yeah, and that pitch didn't miss by much, but trying with his 2-out rally. See if they can get past that 2-run mark.
Watching on 3-0, takes the strike, 3-1. And it is up high, bases are loaded. And the inning continues. Carson Funk, a double his first time up. He's walked and struck out since.
Oh, great opportunity.
But all of a sudden, things could change all of a sudden with one swing of the bat. That's the beauty of this game.
Yes, it could. I mean, you all of a sudden you're down by 8. One swing.
Cut that lead in half.
Yep.
All of a sudden you start to feel better about yourself. The guys in the other dugout start to question. Called strike and a fastball inside. And he was not able to check the swing at that one high and wide, and quickly Funk behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He realized that he did not want to commit on that, but you're right. Couldn't stop himself, had no choice, and we're at 2 strikes.
And a 3-pitch strikeout ends the threat. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Redbirds up 10-2. You're watching live Town Ball on CTN.
Have you seen the CTN TV truck driving around the city of Coon Rapids? Maybe at a concert or a game at Coon Rapids High School. Our top-notch crew has won many awards over the years. In fact, the crew covers over 100 events per year, including graduations, parades, and city concerts. For local sports and events, CTN has you covered.
Wash your hands. Scrub them while you sing this song. Wash, wash. Rub your hands and fingers and the places in between. Using soap and water makes your hands so clean. Wash your hands. Great job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Taking care of yourself is also taking care of others. We are all in this together.
Few bugs out on this late June evening. A return to baseball at Wintercrest. It felt as if it may never come, but here it is.
Yeah, we certainly weren't sure, and rightly so. We didn't know what would take place, and for them to be able to get out and start playing, and really it's good for everybody, good for the community.
So Romas just needs to keep the lead from getting any bigger if his team is to have any chance. Just 6 outs left for them to try and erase this deficit, and of course can't get any worse. 2 more runs and the Redbirds could walk off a winner for with their second 10-run game and 3 to start the season.
Well, they certainly would love that, but you know, Coach Lindstrom has to feel pretty good about the fact that now they've scored at least 10 runs here in this game and 15 in the last game on Tuesday. So you're talking about getting your offense going.
Burlingame. Burlingame.
Oh yeah, look at that. Hope he washed his hands for 20 seconds.
Ooh, up and in, a little chin music for Thomas Kinsella to start the 7th. Think about digging in a little bit after that. Roma's sending a message. Fastball swung on and missed, and the count is even. Can't catch up with that fastball either. It's 1-2.
No, big swing and a miss for him. And again, as you mentioned, they would love to be able to get a couple of runs this inning and capture their second victory, but they got to be happy with their performance for the most part here this evening.
Barrett's wondering how that one got by. Swore it was right there. Must be a hole in my glove.
Apparently. Better get that glove fixed.
Two-two pitch inside, and it's a full count. Foul back and out of play, and we'll try again. Kinsella, an RBI single, later scored a run, part of that 5-run 4th inning for the Redbirds. Love to start it here in the 7th. Big curveball is low, and a leadoff walk for Kinsella.
Kinsella able to work that walk and start this inning off with a base runner for the Redbirds. We talked about how much we like their uniforms. I like the birds in the front, and I love the pinstripe.
It's Tanner Stein, the batter. Or is it just number 7? I thought it was 17. It's Justin Clark.
Justin Clark. Yep.
Pitch way up high. And a fastball misses inside, 2-0.
Clark's first at-bat of the season for the Redbirds. Talk about just their 3rd game of the year.
Way up high, 3-0. And Romas having a tough time finding the zone. 4-pitch walk, back-to-back walks, and the winning run is on base for the home team.
This young man is the one player not on the roster.
Well, and again, I
think you're right. Coach Bright talked about.
Was talking about.
Yeah, about a.
Couldn't remember the name.
I couldn't remember the name either. He did mention
Baumgartner?
it.
Sound right?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
Baumgartner.
Baumgartner. Could be.
Oof. Ducks away from a fastball head high.
As you mentioned, just really difficult, almost difficult time finding that strike zone.
Well, it looked like he was doing pretty well when he started with Kinsella. I mean, he started with the chin music a little bit, but then got ahead in the count. And after he was able to foul off a 2-strike pitch, and then since then it's been a struggle. Now able to get one in there at least to make it a 2-1 count to number 9.
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 We have way too much fun.
And that is ball 4. So there wasn't a 2-1. I thought it was 3-0. Once in a while I'm right. It's very rare, but
I just wrote it down in my calendar.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I can remind you.
So that's 3 straight walks in the last 2 on 4 pitches. So now the winning run in scoring position for Harold, who will get his first at bat.
Yeah, and his first at bat of the season as well.
And that pitch up high to a very tall batter.
Yes, he is. He's got quite the strike zone. Roma's just going to have to find a way to find it.
It's at least 11 straight out of the zone. Ooh, nice curve.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That's a
he needed
bite, great bite to it. It's hard to live on that though if you can't get the fastball to find the zone. And now 3-1. And Roma's in danger of walking home a run and moving that winning run to third base. It's a big curveball. That's got a great drop, but not able to find the zone and not able to tempt the batter. And Harold gets the RBI walk. That makes it 11-2.
Well, Aaron Lindstrom's had a nice evening. Looking to see if he can
walk, a single, a fielder's choice, another single. So 2 for 3 with 3 RBI.
Yep. It gives him 6 on the season. Looking to see if he can get his 7th.
This last one he hit pretty well and then realized as he turned and headed for second that he's not quite as fast as he may have been at one time.
Well, you know, he's getting up there.
I mean, I don't know that he was particularly fleet of foot in his day.
I don't think he was, but...
But he has a stolen base in the game, too.
He does. He does.
Which, you know, after the stolen base, he felt, well, then I can stretch a single into a double.
Well, sure, of course. He got all that confidence.
Didn't quite work out.
No.
But that's okay. That one right off the mask. And everybody kind of sleeping, sliding in safely. And that will be, that should be ball game.
Yeah, that one went off the
umpire's face.
He's making sure players are making sure he's okay, and that should do it, I believe. I think I say that's a dead ball. trying to call a dead ball that hit his mask.
So try to argue it was a dead ball. It is not. So instead it's a wild pitch. And Stein comes in to score. On a weird ending.
That was a weird. Well, it's kind of fitting for this evening. We lost our audio for portions of this game.
And Lindstrom, for Lindstrom, he's like, hey, you could have let him throw me one more pitch outside of the zone. I would have gotten the walk-off.
And
the walk-off RBI walk.
Exactly. Would have.
With my fourth RBI of the game.
Okay, they'll take it, though.
But, yes, they will. And a 12-2 run, as you talked about, not the kind of punishing offense they would love to have. But it's always good to see big numbers up on the board.
Well, yeah. I mean, you obviously want to get your offense
double
going.
digits in hits.
Yep.
I know that they had, 8. They had 8 hits in that 12-run inning. 5
walks. Yep.
But patience at the plate is something to be proud of as well.
Oh, I definitely think so. So a nice win for him. Puts their record at 2-1.
And just so glad to be back on the mic with Shapiro.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! The furlough is over. CTN is back in style, and the Redbirds brought us back with a huge win. Again, the final score is 12 for the the Redbirds, and just 2 for the Excelsior Islanders.
Look at that.
That is a lot of beard. That is what happens in 3 months of being off the air. But that might be your last look at it. We'll see.
It will be.
I don't know. I just heard it's popular with the teen crowd.
Well,
They like it. I might have to keep it.
It's all about the kids.
Yeah. And we will be back, speaking of kids, we will be back with you on Monday, kids, for more Metro Mini Baseball. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, it's the Redbirds 12 and the Islanders 2. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.